Hello, Nghia. Nice to see you. Do you know what we're going to do today?
Yeah. You said we will talk about cooking, like vegetable soup, right?
Right. So we're going to make talking about a very simple vegetable soup. And we're doing this, do you know why? Because our friend Yaya is a university student now, and he doesn't know how to cook. So I thought it would be interesting to explain to him very simply how to make something so he can eat at university. Right then, let's start. In our first picture, what can you see in our first picture?
In the first picture, I see some carrots, some onions, celery, white turnip.
So these are the carrots. This is the onion. This is to help our learners who don't know. Onions, carrot. What else did you say?
White turnip.
White turnip is here.
Yes. And I see.
And this one is called parsnip. Very unusual. Parsnip. It's from the carrot family, but it's got a stronger taste. So this is parsnip. Yeah. And you said, what are these here? These are from the onion family.
Yes.
It's a leek, right? A leek.
Leek.
And this one here is celery.
Yes.
Celery. Now you can add more vegetables if you like, but these are some basic ones I had the other day in my fridge. So carrots, onions, celery, parsnip, white turnip, and leek. And whatever other vegetables you want to use are also very useful. Now, what is the first thing we need to do?
The first thing we should prepare vegetables. We can go to the store, grocery store, go to the market to buy some vegetables, and then we wash. Then we use a peeler to peel.
Right, so we can use a special gadget called the peeler, or we can use a small knife, no? A small knife to peel the vegetables and remove the skin from the vegetables. Right? And then what will we need to do?
And then we chop, use some cutting board. We put it in the cutting board, use the knife.
So here we've got a white cutting board and we've chopped the onions. Now, the difference between chop and dice is, as we're going to blend the vegetables, which we will explain later, they don't have to be precise. They don't have to be in small pieces all the same. They can be roughly cut, which is chop. So in our picture here, we chopped the onion, the leek, and the celery. So all on the dish, we're going to chop all our vegetables, no?
Yeah.
Right, so when we've chopped all our vegetables, which is the preparation, what will we do next?
We dice carrots, right?
Yeah. We dice the carrots, the onions, and when all the vegetables are diced or chopped, what will we do in our first picture here?
In the first picture, we put a little oil into a pan or a pot, right?
A pan or a pot, which is the same thing. Yes, very good. Yes. And then when we've heated the oil, what will we do then?
We put onion, right? And we stir it, right?
Right. And what do we stir it with? Do you know what this is called here?
Stir. I think we use a chopstick or a spoon to
Right,
stir.
so you'd use a wooden spoon, right? This is called here in the picture a wooden spoon. And the reason we start with the onions is because they are harder to cook. They take longer. So all the hard vegetables we would put in first, the onion, the leek, the carrot. So one by one, we would add the vegetables and we would stir the vegetables with the wooden spoon.
Because in my country, we usually put onion first because the smell is good when we stir with oil.
Yeah, when you stir it. Now, there is a special word. Can you see it on the screen? This is called here. Can you see it here? What does it say?
Sweet.
Sweat, right?
Sweat. That's
so
right.
It's a word we use in cooking when we gently cook the vegetables till they're brown or caramelized. So I could say to you, Nghia, sweat off the vegetables, and you would understand by that terminology that you would put the vegetables into the oil and they would cook gently for a small amount of time, right? So it's an expression to sweat the vegetables, okay?
Yes.
So we would sweat all the vegetables. Now, at this stage, you can decide to do nothing, or you can add some thyme. Can you see this?
Thyme.
Thyme. This is a herb. This is a herb.
Yes.
And this one is called here oregano. And this is it's another herb. So this is a personal preference. If you like it or you don't like it. And you would use a pinch of dried thyme or a pinch of oregano, right?
Yeah.
So would you
oregano. Yes, it's
don't
so
like
strange.
Yeah.
It's so strange in my country because in my country it doesn't have.
You don't have these herbs, right? Right, but you can go to the store, the shop, and they come in little bottles already dried. But of course, the fresh ones are nicer. You can cut them up and put them in. You don't like them, you don't. So we would sweat our vegetables for a couple of minutes. And then we would add, do you know what I have added here?
We add water.
We add water and we just cover the vegetables. We don't put a lot of water in it because otherwise it would be just like a very watery soup, no? So here we would add water just to cover the vegetables, right? Or a little less. And do you know what's in this picture here at the bottom in silver paper?
I think it's butter, right?
It's called a stock cube. A stock cube is like concentrated flavors, right? So you can look it up in your dictionary if you've never seen it before. Stock cube, it can come in chicken, beef, vegetable, and you add it to the water to give taste.
Okay. Stock cube. Right.
Stock cube, okay? So I don't know if you add stock cubes to your cooking there, but we do it when we haven't got any good stock to add to the soup. So we add artificial flavoring to the soup, right? So then when we've added the water, we would cook it for 10 to 15 minutes until the vegetables are soft. We would put a knife in and we would see, are they soft and cooked? Okay. Now, in the next picture, do you know what this is?
The next picture, a hand blender.
It's a hand blender. Do you use a hand blender?
Yes, but
Nghia, put your microphone on again.
Okay, where we use it when we cook soup for baby.
Oh, okay. To make a puree, no? To make a puree, you would use a hand blender. Okay, but I have found about the hand blender since I've come to Spain. I use it a lot to make sauces or to blend certain vegetables together. Also, there is another one called a liquidizer, which is like a glass bottle, no, a glass jar. And you pour everything in the glass jar and it liquidizes everything. And also, if you don't want to, you don't have to make it like this. This is like a puree or a cream of vegetable. You can keep the vegetable pieces like this if you enjoy eating it like that, no? So it depends on your preference.
Yes, so, in my country, people just stop in the first picture.
Yes.
We don't use hand blender. We only use hand blender just for baby.
For babies. Well, I'm a baby. I like my puree of vegetable. I find it very comforting to eat the soup like this. Maybe because I'm a baby, I don't know. So you can either leave it like picture number 1.
No.
Or you can leave it like picture number 2, whichever you prefer. So cooking is very personal. You have to think, I like it like this, or I like it like that. So people can give you a suggestion and then you choose which one you want. So when we get to picture number 1, if you decide not to blend it, you would have to, what is this called? When you put the soup in your mouth? You would have to.
Yes. We have a chew.
You have to, this is the word here. Can you see the word? You would?
Taste.
You would taste the soup, right? So that's the verb you would use. You would taste the soup and think, it needs a little bit of salt, or it needs a bit of pepper, no?
Yeah.
So at this stage, you would taste the soup and then decide, am I going to leave it like this, or am I going to blend it? Right? Would you like to ask me anything else about making this very simple soup?
Okay. Do you like eating vegetable soup?
Well, I'm not a soup person, I must be honest. But as I have to be careful what I eat now, I have a soup every evening when I come home from work. So what I do is I make a big pan of soup. Then I put it in little Tupperware dishes and I put it in the freezer. And then when I need a soup, I just take it out the freezer the morning or the day before and I have soup. Do you eat soup every day or you never eat soup?
I eat soup every day.
Right, so maybe you can explain to us with pictures how to make a soup and we will talk about it next time.
But in my home, my mother sometimes sometimes cook with vegetable, with carrots or potato. In Vietnam, we usually cook a soup with green vegetable.
Yeah, green vegetables. Yeah, and you cut them up, you dice them. I imagine they're all the same size, no? Everything is the same size, so you dice them. Not like me that I just chop them quickly and put them in the pan because then I'm going to blend them. So you would use green vegetables. Would you use meat or just vegetables?
Sometimes we use with meat, but chop meat
in small pieces.
Yes, sometimes we cook vegetables with a mushroom.
All right. So maybe next time when mommy is cooking, you can take a few pictures with your phone, and then you can take me through the steps to make your vegetable with mushrooms, the soup, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay then, Nghia, thank you for coming today and talking to me how to make this very, very simple soup. And we hope that Yaya will make it. So he will have something healthy to eat. So see you again.
Yes. Thank you so much, Letty.
See you.